He's the smoking gun. He's the guy in the center of all of this. His attorney is the guy who, in 2017, he says, I predict CNN is going to play a key role in the real Donald Trump not finishing out his first term as president. We'll get rid of him, and this country is strong enough to survive him and even his supporters. He promised that a coup would occur in many steps. The coup has this is the whistleblower's attorney in 2017. The coup has started. First of many steps. Rebellion, impeachment will follow ultimately. Soon as the president took office, he tweeted that CIA employees should come to his law firm to lawfully challenge the new president. He's calling for CIA agents to come into his office who want to help get this president impeached. That's at inauguration. Now, the whistleblower happens to be a CIA agent. He happens to be the guy who was at Joe Biden's side. He's the guy who was in the Oval Office when Barack Obama was calling in all of the investigators into Washington from Ukraine and having a very awkward meeting that even the good guy prosecutors all said was really weird. Basically, they called us into Washington to see if we could help them find dirt on Donald Trump. He was the guy who is at the embassy helping Chalupa. He's in the White House organizing things with Chalupa. This is the woman who was the one that coordinated and did all of the Trump investigation, was the go-between, it appears, between the Ukrainians and the Fusion GPS. It is critical that this whistleblower makes it to an open witness stand, and the cross-examination is prepared to ask him about all of the things that he was doing in Ukraine. He's the go-between on all of these things, on Fusion GPS, on the Joe Biden corruption, on all of it. He is the accountant. Now, the press, I've never seen anything like it, and it felt weird at the time. As soon as they started talking about this whistleblower, and they said, well, who is the whistleblower? The minute that question was asked, you're going to get him killed. This guy is more dangerous to the DNC than Jeffrey Epstein. If this guy isn't protected, not from the right, but from the left, this guy's going to end up hanging himself with paper sheets while in custody. This guy is the buried body. He knows all of it. He's the tie between all of it. He is the key to the massive corruption of the DNC. And I don't think anybody wants to get into that. Everyone on the right wants him to testify. When you know his name and you see the connections and you've watched our special on Ukraine, you know he's the most important person to put on the stand. You want him alive. You want him to testify. I want him under protection of the Republicans, not the Democrats, because this guy knows where all the bodies are buried. And if this guy testifies, you're going to be able to pull his testimony apart and you'll see what's really going on.
We do have a strong system of checks and balances. And actually, if Donald Trump were elected, I believe he'd be impeached pretty quickly, or somebody else would have to take over government. And I'm not even joking.